Hi. A while back we had some soft floor at the back of the travel trailer, and so I pulled out the floor coverings and discovered a big huge mess. So now I've finally got around to be able to have a look at it. So come for a tour. So I built the shelter to keep the rain off while we've got the trailer off. And yep, some of that, some of that. This was under the bunks. It's not too bad until you look at this. That's supposed to be the floor joist. So this side's going to have to come off, and I have to replace that one running all the way up along there. So I'm going to have to pull the door frame out and pull off that bottom one here. I've got mostly loosened off. Yeah, that's just a bit of whatever's going on in the middle wall in between the bedroom and the bathroom. So this is the center wall. Again, there's literally nothing left there. So that's all going to have to come out now. The back wall will undo and be removed from the back of the trailer as a unit. So for the most part, it's actually still pretty good. So the leak was over in that corner. So I'm going to have to replace maybe a couple of square feet of the roof there, but the strength of the roof itself is pretty good. But you can see how this is the back wall, and that's the inner frame, inner joist for the roof. So that's all not too bad, not as bad as what I thought. But so it comes down there. It's dark there because there's literally nothing there. So this is your inside wall paneling. So I'm going to have to replace probably just the section in the bathroom just to make it look consistent. And of course this is yeah, there you go. And of course this is what you're left with. So of course this actually holds the floor. So that's a screw. So this is the wall, the floor is there, the joist is there, kind of, sort of. So that's actually a piece of the floor, and your insulation. So this goes all the way along here, and along there. So just going to go from the wheel arch, replace that whole piece. This is the back where the refrigerator is. So for the most part in here it's not too bad. So it's all pretty good. There's a bit of dark spot there. So the wall for the most part, even this piece here, that'll clean up, scrape it off, put some mold killer on it. Again, with that, get rid of the mushroom. Like literally a mushroom growing under there. So we'll get rid of that, clean this up. So this will actually be okay. Because I got some dark staining here issues around one of the fridges. This looks pretty bad, but it's more dust than anything. But I've got to put some new sealant around there, clean up all the fridge. So yeah, it looks like they had a rough time installing this. They just shoved her in there by the look of it. So water fittings and stuff is okay, good there. Yeah, a little bit of sweating down there. Got to make, this is where the kitchen area is. That's your mains water supply. And it's basically just a piece of hose that they put a cap on. Anyway, it goes inside. That's pretty good. Pretty good. That's where the heater and the heater vents for heating the trailer. This one here, we have probably a leaking window. So probably going to have to replace this section of wall here, although here, let me show you another piece. That's not corroded. That's the original shape of the cheap piece of scrap timber they put in. There's another one further back here somewhere. Yeah. So this is how they, what they used to build these trailers with. So, but anyway, as long as it holds the staples and the siding on, I guess. Anyway, so fortunately the rest of the front of the trailer is actually pretty good. It was the front and the other side were replaced after some hail damage when the trailer was not that old. So, clean up the heater. Water heater, that is. That's the water heater for that. So yeah, that's going to keep me busy for a little while. And, I think once we get that whole back wall off, and then we can remove, like I'll have to support, once the wall's off, I'll support the roof with a beam of wood on the ground. And I'll actually be able to lift the body of the walls up a little bit, so that then I can get in underneath and remove what I need to do. And with the back of the trailer off, we can replace the floor and the joists in the whole rear end of the trailer, get that all done, rebuild the back wall with some good timbers, put some new paneling on this side, and put it back in and fix that corner up and reseal the roof. I'm going to replace all the sealant on the roof just because it's 12 years old and that stuff is crap. So I've patched it up a couple of times over the years, but that sealant they use doesn't last very long. This stuff, it's garbage. I don't know if there's stuff like a Turnabond tape and that sort of thing, but at least this is easier to peel up and replace and reapply every year. but I'm going to have to get in and just redo all these vents and that. So yeah, good fun. Okay, that'll do for today.